Business Communication by Ezeline Aldor. Definition and purpose of business and communication. The process of sharing information between employees within and outside a company. The purpose for employees and management to interact among each other to reach organizational goals and be more aligned with the core company values. Different communications. There's formal and informal. Formal communication is when something which travels through a structured organization, whereas informal communication would include rumors, statements, or report whose reliability can be verified by anyone in the organization and which in no way help in the functioning of the organization. Then there's upward and downward communication. Upward communication is defined as communication flow from managers to managers, and downward communication is flow of communication from managers to managers or from upper to middle or lower management. Then there's horizontal communication. This moves either laterally or within the same level in the organization. Elements of communication process. There's sender. This is the source of the message. Encoding. This refers to the process of converting ideas into a message. Message. This is the content that the sender is transmitting. Media. This refers to channels of communication. Decoding. This is the process by which the receiver assigns meaning to the symbol encoding by the sender. Receiver. This is the person who receives the message. Response. This is the reaction of the receiver after being exposed to the message. Feedback. This refers to observation of the receiver's response. And then there's noise. This is the unplanned dissertation during the communication process. Business communication barriers. Business communication barriers can distort the send message or keep the receiver from understanding its meaning. Language, technical content, not recognizing the receiver's need, inadequate feedback, emotional interference, degree of knowledge and expertise of both sender and reviewer, quantity of information, inappropriate medium, lack of trust and honesty, cultural differences, poor listening skills are some of the things on the hierarchy. Business communication, the most the business communication barriers that I see or hear the most is linguistic barriers, which is language barriers. This is the main barrier that limits effective communication. Then there are psychological barriers, mental and physical issues that may be barriers to effective communication. Some people have stage fear, speech disorders, phobia, depression. All of these communication conditions are very difficult to manage sometimes and will most certainly limit the ease of communication. Then there's emotional barriers. A person who is emotionally mature will be able to communicate effectively, but on the other hand, people who let their emotions take over will face certain difficulties. Precipitation barriers. This is different people perceive the same things differently. All the message or that must be easy and clear. There should be no room for any diverse interpretal set. And to conclude, business communication is vital in business success. For communication to be effective, it should embrace good relationships with major stakeholders of a business. One has to establish the weakness in business communication, address these weaknesses, and allow room for listening. Communication means more than just giving out messages. It involves speaking, listening, sending, receiving messages. Listening simply means holding back one judgment and allowing answers to come from outside. The next step is to prepare all communication plans that is proactive. This is a plan that is prepared after defining a business success and getting solution from the listening activity, then evaluate the results of the plan.